You go for a vacation and terrorists shoot you. You go on a flight for work vacation and it crashes. You're studying in your hostel or eating lunch at the canteen and the plane falls on you. It's tragic how every single death has happened when the people who died never thought they could die this way. But today on Gravitas Plus, we will talk about the unfortunate Ahmedabad plane crash. Not just that, but other crashes around the world. As plane crashes around the world dominate the headlines, many, like you and me, are left wondering what really happens in those final moments. Can these tragedies be prevented? Despite being the safest form of long travel, aviation is not immune to tragedy. Around the world, plane crashes, though rare, leave a deep impact on the collective conscience, reminding us that even the most advanced technology is vulnerable to failure. Aviation accidents rarely stem from a single cause. They are a result of a complex chain of events involving mechanical malfunction, environmental factors, or a combination of all of these. Data shows that the most dangerous moments of any flight are not during cruising at 35,000 feet, but in the brief tense window during takeoff and landing. According to data from the trade group International Air Transport Association, the landing phase accounted for more than half, that is 53% of all aviation accidents, and that's from 2005 to 2023. Meanwhile, the takeoff phase was the next most deadly, accounting for 8.5% of all accidents. The phases immediately before and after these two events, which is the approach phase before landing and the initial climb phase after takeoff, contributed to 8.5% and 6.1% of accidents respectively. Now, let's tell you why takeoffs and landing are the deadliest, as to why most of the plane crashes happen in these two phases, which is the takeoff and landing. According to the data that I just shared with you, as to why an aircraft is at the highest risk of meeting an accident at the beginning and end of the flight, it is because during these phases, that is taking off and landing, aircraft are what in aviation lingo is called low and slow, hence leaving pilots with very little time to react. In contrast to when the aircraft is cruising at 36,000 feet, at that point of time, the pilot has the luxury of time and space to course correct, which is not the scenario during landing and taking off. Other factors also include a slew of multitude of environmental and situational factors put stress on the aircraft during takeoff and landing phases, meaning that the probability of something going wrong is also higher this time. That's the taking off and the landing phase. Now, despite the perceived risks associated with takeoff and flights, which are statistically the most sensitive phases of air travel, aviation perhaps continues to be the safest mode of transportation globally. According to data from the UN body International Civil Aviation Organization, accidents per million departures in commercial flights went down from 4.9 in 2005 to 1.9 in 2023. India has faced several tragic air crashes over the years. Let's tell you about them. First, in 2020, when Air India Express flight from Dubai to Kozhikode crashed while landing in Kerala, killing 21. The aircraft skidded off a wet runway and broke into two. Then, in 2019, an IAF and 32 aircraft on Assam-Arunachal route crashed in Arunachal Pradesh with 13 fatalities. Then, in 2010, Air India Express flight from Dubai to Bengaluru overshot the runway in Karnataka, killing 158, one of India's worst air disasters. Then in 2000, Alliance Air flight from Kolkata to Delhi crashed in Bihar, claiming 60 lives. So that was about the major crashes in India, but let's now tell you about the major crashes around the world. In 2025, this year itself, In the United States of America, more than 60 people were killed when an American airliner jet collided with a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter on January 29th and crashed into the frigid Potomac River. Then, last year in South Korea, Jeju Air International flight crashed at WION International Airport, killing all 175 passengers. In 2022 in China, a China Eastern Airlines crashed into a mountainous region in the southwestern Guangxi region, killing all 132 people on board. Then, in 2019, a Boeing 737 MAX 8 Ethiopian Airlines jet crashed after takeoff from Addis Ababa for Nairobi, killing all 157 people on board. While each of the recent crashes is unique, many share underlying themes like operational challenges, uncertain weather conditions, or a possible pilot error. Let's now take you through the causes of the plane crash. Number one, human error in aviation. Pilot error is one of the reasons of aviation accidents. Piloting an aircraft requires lengthy training, a knowledge of the mechanical components, and of course, hand-eye coordination skills to effectively and safely maneuver an aircraft. Second, air traffic controller negligence. The air traffic controllers keep aircraft separated from each other and guide flights through congested airspace. Thirdly, weather conditions. Weather is often a key factor in aviation accidents. Then comes improper aircraft maintenance. Proper aircraft maintenance is extremely important. Other reasons include instrument flight factors and glide slope indicators. Other factor which also leads to an airplane crash is engine failure, as aircraft engines are under maximum stress during takeoff and landing. Pilots at that period, during that window, they have very little time to maneuver when such a mishap occurs. While we have listed the possible reasons for plane crashes, let's now tell you how aircraft accidents can be avoided. Well, aircraft accidents can be prevented through a combination of factors which include pilot training, air traffic control, proactive maintenance, and technological advancements. To mitigate any kind of human error, modern training programs emphasize not just flying, but also decision-making under pressure, communication, and fatigue management. And technology is helping too. Real-time monitoring systems can now flag mechanical issues mid-flight, allowing pilots and ground control to act quickly. Apart from this, with satellite-based navigation and automated systems like TCAS, the margin for error is shrinking in today's time. While aviation disaster may never be eliminated entirely, but with the right mix of human skill, technology, maintenance, oversight, and global cooperation, we can reduce the number of plane crashes around the world.